So EEAT stands for Experience, Expertise, Authority, and Trustworthiness. It's an acronym that comes from Google's own documentation. Google has a really long guideline called Google Search Quality Guidelines, and it's available as a PDF that you can actually look at for free. It's available online, but what it's actually used for is to train Google's human search quality evaluators in tests and experiments that they do around the world, thousands of times all over the world every year. And what those human search quality evaluators are tasked with doing is understanding the search quality guidelines and comparing it to Google's actual results and doing a variety of different tests to understand which is the better result based on Google's actual guidance. So this is why it's really important for SEO professionals and marketers to understand what's included in those guidelines. And this is where that acronym of what used to be called EAT, Expertise, Authority, and Trust, which eventually became Experience, Expertise, Authority, and Trust, that's EEAT. That's where that originated. And what Google's essentially saying with EEAT is that for what they call your money, your life content, YMYL, content that can cause harm to users, so conversations around health topics or safety or news topics or politics or elections or warfare, anything where it actually can have a material impact on the user's well-being and their safety. These are what are considered your money, your life topics. And in order to show up on Google for your money, your life topics, you need to have a certain level of EEAT, which essentially means your brand, your company, your website, your creators, your content creators, the writers at your company, the authors, the experts that are producing content on behalf of your company need to have a certain level of experience and authoritativeness in what they're sharing with the world, because obviously it's Google needs to be accountable for sharing high quality information, information that doesn't include a lot of inaccuracies or things that can get the user into some type of dangerous situation. So you have to showcase that your brand can be trusted. A lot of this happens organically as a brand becomes well known in different areas. Google's not just looking at the website itself, they're looking at a lot of external signals to understand how reputable and how trustworthy a brand or a content creator actually is. But the more that you do to kind of make that transparent to the reader, add author names, add expert names, talk about their real bios, create online personas for those people if they don't already have them, that show videos that they're speaking in or podcasts that they've been featured on or conferences that they've spoken at or presentations that they've put together. The more that you can tie that all together and really make it clear and transparent to your users that you have real experts that are helping you write that content, the more likely you are to be able to compete and get visibility for lots of different topics.